Welcome to Easy IELTS. Today we are going to talk about how to get 9 bands in speaking and how IELTS speaking bands are marked. So stay till the end of the video and you will get some personal advices on how to get higher bands in your IELTS speaking test. So let's start. As you probably know, the IELTS bands ranges from 0 to 9 and these are given on your various skills which you show during your tests. So what are the basic 4 parameters on which your IELTS speaking bands are marked? So first parameter is fluency and coherence. Fluency and coherence describe how much fluent you are, how much your sentences are linked with each other. Second is lexical resource. In other words, students usually say it as vocabulary or vocabulary range. So it is the words which you know of the common things which you can describe. For example, like on place of pay or salary, you can use emoluments or paycheck. So this is the lexical resource. Grammatical range and accuracy is the third part. Grammatical range and accuracy describes how much grammar you know, how much efficiently, accurately you can make the sentences with the grammar. The final part is pronunciation. It describes or it judges how much you can speak perfectly, how the words which have difficult pronunciation, are you able to pronounce them perfectly? Are you able to pronounce or speak in an efficient way besides your first language? So let's start. Band 0. Band 0 is given when you do not attend, when you are absent on your speaking day. But mostly these doesn't happen, so let's move on to the next one. Band 1. Band 1 is given when you have no communication with the examiner, when you do not give any kind of response, or when your language cannot be judged by the examiner. Only then band 1 is given. Band 2 in fluency and coherence is given when you have a lot of pauses before speaking most of the words. Little communication from your end. Only then the fluency and coherence part you will have 2 bands. Next is the lexical resource, band 2. When you speak just isolated words and memorized phrases, only then you will get band 2 in lexical resource. Band 2 in grammatical range and accuracy, it means that you cannot speak the even basic sentence forms. You should know the sentences, the different type of sentences, the different sentence structures, so that you can get higher band score. Band 2 in pronunciation, when your speaking is not possible for the examiner to understand, when the examiner is not able to understand whatever you are speaking. Next is band 3 in fluency and coherence. When you speak with long pauses, when you have limited ability to link even simple sentences, or when you give only simple responses and you are mostly unable to convey the basic message but you have to say to the examiner, you will have band 3 in fluency and coherence. One of the example is when you give yes or no answer to any question, you will get band 3 in fluency and coherence. Band 3 in lexical resource is given when you describe simple vocabulary to speak your personal information, when you have a very limited words to speak what you have want to say, or if for the less familiar topics you cannot speak efficiently, then your lexical resource bands would be 3. Next is grammatical range and accuracy in band 3. When you attempt to for the basic sentence form but you have very limited success, when you cannot describe what you have to say even in the basic sentences, or you have to rely or you have to depend upon the memorized speaking, memorized words, then you will have band 3. When you make a number of errors but you have memorized expressions, you have memorized phrases, you will get band 3 in grammatical range and accuracy. Pronunciation in band 3. When you show some of the features of the band 2 which were given below or given before, but not all, but all some positive features of the band 4, So it's a mix of band 2 and band 4. Some features of the band 2 and some features of the band 4. You will have band 3 in pronunciation. Next part is band 4 in fluency and coherence. When you cannot respond without noticeable pauses and may speak slowly with frequent repetition and self-correction. Or in other words, when you take some time to understand the question, what the question is asked, and you need some time to make the sentences, then you will have band 4. When you link the basic sentences but do a lot of repetition and you use simple connectors with some breakdowns in coherence, when you cannot link the sentences properly, then you will have band 4. Lexical resource in band 4. When you are able to talk about familiar topics but you can only convey the basic meaning on unfamiliar topics. It means that the things like shoes and bags you know, but you cannot describe what you have to say, what you want to say, but or the things which you don't know. So you will have band 4. Or you rarely attempt to paraphrase the question. So basically it is like whenever the question is asked, do you like traveling? And you say, yes, I love traveling. So this is the paraphrasing. But if you do on rare attempts, if you do this on very less number of chances, then you will have band 4 in lexical resource. Band 4 in grammatical range and accuracy. When you produce basic sentence forms and some correct simple sentences, but your main structure, your different structure is very rare to notice, then you will have band 4. When you do a lot of errors and it may lead to misunderstanding, then it is band 4 in grammatical range and accuracy. Band 4 in pronunciation. When you use a limited range of pronunciation features, when you attempt to control features but there are many pauses, when you mispronounce very frequent and it causes some difficulty for the listener to understand, you will get band 4 in pronunciation. Band 5. Fluency and coherence. When you usually maintain your flow of speech but there is some repetition, some self-correction, or there is some slow speech when you are speaking at the fast pace, you will get band 5. When you overuse certain connectors and discourse markers, then band 5. When you speak simple speech fluently but there is less complex communication, then it is band 5. Band 5 in lexical resource. When you manage to talk about familiar and unfamiliar topics but you use vocabulary with the limited flexibility, then you will get band 5. When you attempt to use paraphrasing but with mixed success, mixed means you get success in paraphrasing some of the questions but not all, so you will get band 5 in lexical resource. Band 5 in grammatical range and accuracy. When you produce basic sentence forms with reasonable accuracy, and when you have a limited range of more complex structures, but these are usually contain errors, means errors, complex structure, and it may cause some comprehension problems, then you will get band 5 in grammatical range and accuracy. Band 5 in pronunciation. Same as the band 3, when you have all the positive features of band 4 but not all the positive features of band 6, you will have band 5. Next is band 6, fluency and coherence. When you are willing to speak at length, though may lose some coherence at times due to occasional repetition, self-correction or hesitation, and when you use a range of connectors and discourse markers but not appropriately always, you will get band 6 in fluency and coherence. Band 6 in lexical resource. When you have wide enough vocabulary to discuss the topics at length and make meaning clear in all the questions, you will get band 6. When you paraphrase successfully, generally, not reasonably, generally, then you will get band 6 in lexical resource. Band 6 in grammatical range and accuracy. When you use a mix of simple and complex structures but with limited flexibility. When you make frequent mistakes with complex structures, though these are rare, but still then you will get band 6 in grammatical range and accuracy. Band 6 in pronunciation. When you use a range of pronunciation features with mixed control, when you show some effective use of features, but this is not sustained, this is not regular, when you understand the meaning throughout, or when you get understood throughout, so some of the mispronunciation can be there, and some words or sounds reduce clarity at some times, then you will get band 6 in pronunciation. Band 7 in fluency and coherence. When you speak at length without noticeable effort or loss of coherence, when you can speak for longer period without any effort, you will get band 7 in fluency and coherence. When you demonstrate, when you show the language related hesitation at some times and with some repetition or self-correction, you will get band 7. When you use a range of connectors and discourse markers with some flexibility, you can change it while speaking, so you will get band 7. Band 7 in lexical resource. When you use vocabulary flexibly to discuss variety of topics, when you use some less common and idioms in your speaking, and you show the awareness of the style and collocations with some inappropriate choices, and when you can paraphrase effectively, you will get band 7. Notice here is idioms. Idioms you should know and you can use only in your speaking. Please try to avoid the idioms in your writing. Next is band 7 grammatical range and accuracy. When you use a range of complex structures with some flexibility, when you speak some error-free sentences with some grammatical mistakes, then you will get band 7 in grammatical range and accuracy. Band 7 in pronunciation. When you show all the features of band 6 but some of the features of the band 8, you will get band 7 in pronunciation. Next is band 8 in fluency and coherence. When you speak fluently but with occasional repetition or self-correction, hesitation, which is related to content, or you rarely search for the language, or when you can develop topics coherently and appropriately, you will get band 8 in fluency and coherence. Next is band 8 in lexical resource. When you use a wide vocabulary resource readily and you are flexible enough to convey the precise meaning, when you use less common and idioms skillfully with occasional or some inaccuracies, and you can paraphrase effectively as required, you will get band 8 in lexical resource. Band 8 in grammatical range and accuracy. When you use a wide range of structures flexibly, when you produce a majority of error-free sentences with only occasional inappropriacies or mistakes or basic non-systematic errors, then you will get band 8 in grammatical range and accuracy. Band 8 in pronunciation. When you use wide range of pronunciation features with some features with only occasional pauses, when you are easy to understand throughout and your first language accent has minimal effect on your speaking or pronunciation, you will get band 8. Band 9 in fluency and coherence. When you speak fluently with only rare repetition or self-correction and any hesitation to any content is scarce, then you will get band 9. When you speak coherently with full appropriate cohesive features and you develop the topics, you speak about the topics full and appropriate, then you will get band 9 in fluency and coherence. Band 9 in lexical resource. When you use vocabulary with full flexibility and precision in all the topics, when you use idioms in your language naturally and accurately, you will get band 9 in lexical resource. Band 9 in grammatical range and accuracy. When you use full range of structures naturally and appropriately, and you produce or you speak consistently accurate structures apart from some slips characteristic of some native language speaker, then you will get band 9. Band 9 in pronunciation. When you have a full range of pronunciation features with precision and you can sustain flexible use of features throughout your speaking and you are effortless to understand for the examiner, then you will get band 9 in pronunciation. So these were the all 4 features of all the band scores, and you should know it before going to the exam, because if you know it, you can easily speak what you want to say, you can easily understand what you have to say, then you can easily get the bands. So how to increase the score? First of all, do not hesitate. You should not be hesitant while speaking. If you hesitate, it will cause pauses. If it causes pauses, then you will get nervous easily. And second thing is, do not self-correct yourself. Whatever you have spoken, whatever it is, do not self-correct yourself. If you do, then it will cause you can lose some of the confidence, some self-confidence, and it may cost you bands. Third is, learn how to speak different sentence structures as much as possible, because if you do so, you can probably get more bands in grammatical range and accuracy. Fourth is, deliver your answer at length. Always speak more. If you are asked to talk about where is your hometown, for example, then you should be able to discuss or to describe where is your hometown, as well as why it is famous. If it isn't, then make it famous. Tell a lie, but your answer should be at length. Your answer should be more, at least 3 to 4 sentences. And the final is, be clear. Keep your speed slow and volume a bit higher, so that your pronunciation would be higher. You would be clear enough for the examiner to understand. So these were all the advices which I can give you. So please note these down and subscribe our channel. Thank you.